Hello everyone, welcome back to Magic the Gathering Arena, playing Quick Draft Adventures in the Forgotten Realms. Let's see what my top pick here, or my Brayer rather, is Triumphant Adventurer. We played with this in our second draft. It's a pretty good card. I'm happy to take it. Nothing else looks close, really. Grim Bounty's pretty good. But we'll just take something that I don't know. I mean, maybe you should take Grim Bounty here, just because like it doesn't commit you to 2 colors, and it's removal's always nice. But I think we should take this. It's a good card. Can give us some direction. Portable Hole, okay. Good small removal. What is this? Death Priest of Myrkul. Skeletons, vampires, and zombies you control get +1/+1. If a creature died, you can make a 1/1 skeleton. Okay. I suspect Portable Hole is better. Charmed Sleep is pretty good, but it's in blue. I think I'm probably taking the Portable Hole. Let's look at what the draft guide thinks. Portable Hole ranked 99th, a good card. Oops, I hit refresh instead of search. Give me a sec. Ray of Frost ranked 82nd, but I'm happy to take a slightly worse card to stay on color here. And I don't think I need to look at any of the others. Great, Portable Hole it is. Kind of a lot of green in the last couple packs. I wonder if I should be taking that. Like, Wandering Troubadour I think is pretty good, right? Troubadour, okay, it's 106th. Not like insanely great, but pretty good. And there's nothing here I really, well, okay, Baleful Beholder is okay. But there's nothing I really want in black or white here, and this might be the signal that I should be changing it up and playing green. I think it should be quite a bit better than Beholder, right? Yeah. Alright, that's fine. Monk of the Open Hand, Bag of Holding. Not so much green in this one, huh? Not a lot of black. I mean, and also not that much white, but Monk of the Open Hand is playable. How's the Longbow? Probably not great. Yeah. I think I'll just take Monk of the Open Hand. It's like a 1-drop that can be playable sometimes. I don't know. Bag of Holding is probably better, actually. It's flexible in terms of color, and it's a fine value card. Yeah. Bag of Holding is ranked 136th. Open Hand is 150th. So they're actually pretty close. But I'm not yet sure whether I really want to be in white at all. So I'm just going to take the Bag of Holding. Smite. 2 mana. Phase it out unless it's black, in which case exile it. Pretty cool. Ooh. Maybe we should be in green-white. A lot of the good white cards end up gaining life, and this is like, I mean, it's probably not the best card in, oops, I spelled Dancer wrong, in the set or anything, but it's quite good, and the fact that it's still here in, pick 5 means we might be able to get away with, like, drafting that. And there's just been so much green, right? I'm happy to abandon the Adventurer, or, well, have another option other than, running this. We have the Troubadour to go with it as well, which is nice. Rally Maneuver, meh. Iron Golem, no thanks. This likes kind of, I don't know, wide strategies. Owlbear, I think, is pretty good. Yeah, take it. It's still here, pick 6, so I think, like, no one wants to play green. I'm gonna go for that. I mean, hopefully, there's still time to change my mind, but that's where I'm looking at the moment. You have Hexproof, opponents can't venture more than once a turn. Pretty lame card. I'm just gonna take Dawnbringer Cleric. This Ranger is not bad either, but give me some life gain stuff. Add a 2-drop. I think we'll cut this guy for now. Let's Just put him over here so I can remember he's an option. Scaled Herbalist? It's a 2-mana card that, like, does something, sure. Not in love with it or anything. First Idol is, I think totally fine. Plummet isn't horrible. There's a lot of dragons in this set. Right, like Plummet is ranked not that great as a first pick, and Cursed Idol also not that great. It does say better, but the fact that I'm like already, I don't know. I would like, they're both pretty good, right? Destroy an artifact or an enchantment, or make a treasure and venture. Like, that's a lot of flexibility. Destroy a flyer is not as flexible, but could be very powerful. I think I'm going to take Plummet for now. We'll see. I probably get more chances to take the Cursed Idol anyway. What is Find the Path? 3 mana. Ramp/venture. Sure. Inspiring Bard. 4 mana, 3/3. When it enters the battlefield, either buff something or gain life. That seems fine. So does a 2 mana 1/2. I think I'm going to take the 4-drop gain life, though. Wouldn't mind picking up some 3s somewhere. You're ambushed on the road. I don't really like this very much. Leather armor is just kind of mediocre value. Could do something on occasion. Alright, well, we got another Plummet. Probably not going to run 2 of them. But as expected, we have another chance at Cursed Idol if we want. However, I think I will take the Scaled Herbalist instead. Like creatures, and ramp is not bad. Alright, what's this? Gold Dragon. That's what we had in our first draft. As pick 1. I don't... Well... we could splash red. It's a pretty good card. But okay, I think Loathsome Troll is totally fine. I know... Actually, is it Loathsome or Loathsome? It should be Loathsome, right? With a... It's almost hard to tell the difference, right? It's a... Is it aspirated th or unaspirated th? Right? I know Loath, L-O-A-T-H, is pronounced unaspirated. And L-O-A-T-H-E is aspirated, right? One is a verb, one's an adjective. I don't know about Loathsome, though. It's probably aspirated, right? Anyway, I think it's a totally fine card. What the heck is this? Boulette? 4 mana, 3/3. Is that a word? Like, or does it made up? Boulette. Okay, it seems to be a Dungeons and Dragons thing. It is not a real life creature. I wasn't sure. Or even a real life, you know, like weird way of saying bullet. No, it's some kind of monster coming out of the ground. And maybe it eats corpses. That's why it likes this +1 when creatures die, maybe? I don't know. But I think we take the troll, right? It's not like an insane card. Actually, it says it's not very good. But like, we could maybe take the gold dragon and like try to splash red for it. Or just use treasure. Like, we're not in the colors that have much treasure is the problem. Actually, now I look at it, we don't even have that much white. I mean, I guess I want to stay in white for this guy, but I'm not going to run 2 plummets. That's crazy. So, like, in principle, if there was some other color here that we were really excited to take, we could do that. You know, but there's not like I want to run... That doesn't help me with this, right? Because it includes white. None of these green cards look that great. Like, Scaled Herbalist is okay, but nothing amazing. Boulette, probably okay. Yeah, it's not great. Gloomstalker. What do you do? You're a 3-mana 2/3 that can have double strike if you've finished the dungeon, which we're not going to be able to do very much. So I think it's basically like troll or dragon. The troll is going to be a lot easier to run. The dragon is, I believe, quite a bit better, right? Yeah, it's a really good card. Okay, I'm going to take this, and we'll figure out how we can run it. Maybe get enough treasure, maybe splash some red, maybe both. Divine Smite is probably okay. What are you? Rust Monster? Oh, thanks. Lurking Roper? Fits pretty well in a life gain deck and can shut down aggro. Here's, you know, more life gain stuff. We don't yet have a life gain deck, but we want one. Archery control for each mana from a treasure. Okay, this is not. I mean, I don't know. I guess it's like, that's not true. It's just like removal, right? You cast it on a big creature and on their thing, and their thing dies, right? It's Rabid Bite, but more expensive and slightly better if you use treasure for it. So that might actually be the best card here. I believe Spoils of the Hunt is solid. Yeah, all right, I'll take that. Green tends to be able to just have big enough creatures to do this. Ooh. Oh, this is green-blue? Green Dragon, I think, is... I'm not sure about that effect. What is this Smith? 2 mana, 1/1. It likes you to play artifacts? I mean... I'm not going to have that many. There's these 3, that's cool. And in principle, treasures, but those can't be tutored out. He just gets a benefit when you play them. Or when they come onto the field. And I won't have that much in green-white, I don't think. So I think Green Dragon is probably the standout here. The Paladin is actually a source of lifelink. Don't really care about the Null Hunter, probably. I'm looking at this Paladin as like kind of a cool. How many cards do I have that care about life gain? 2, right? I took no, I didn't take the other one. I took Spoils of the Hunt instead. So while I do plan to care about lifelink, so far it's only Trelasara who does. So the Paladin is maybe not that amazing compared to just like having another dragon. It's a 6 mana 4/4 flyer, which is not nearly as good as this one. The effect is probably not going to do much most of the time. There's no way we're going to run Gretchen, right? I don't want to splash blue and red. That's crazy talk. Yeah, I think it's the Paladin or the Dragon. How good is Green Dragon? It's fine. Steadfast Paladin is actually rated better, I think. Yeah, okay. I thought so. Like 6 mana for a 4/4 seems like a bit much. And this might play into our deck's game plan. We can get enough game plan. Dawnbringer Cleric is pretty good. Plays into the plan. Sure. Also, destroying enchantments can be quite powerful. Divine Smite again. Another 2-drop here. What are you? The 1 mana card that can, like, gain a forest. Sure. I think You Hear Something on Watch is probably better. This is very slow ramp, right? You can play it on turn 1, but it doesn't actually get you a land until you've spent 2 mana on it. And it comes out tapped. So you end up having to spend 3 mana and a card to get out, like, a forest. Now, of course, you can do that while also playing another land. That's why this is good. But I don't think I like it very much. Let's see what it thinks it's not that good. Yes, it thinks it is, in fact, generally speaking, bad. Divine Smite, I'm sure, is, like, okay. But probably not all that great, actually. It says it's pretty good. That's interesting. A solid playable, near the top of the solid playables list. Okay, maybe phasing is more powerful than I thought. Maybe there's just enough black creatures. And so phasing... Okay, so stuff attached to them does stay attached. It's not quite a flicker effect. We could just take a 2-drop, but I think we have plenty of those. Alright, I'll take Divine Smite. I'll take your word for it, that it's decent. Cloister Gargoyle, Plate Armor. Cloister Gargoyle is a no thanks. We're not going to be venturing into a lot of dungeons. Plate Armor, I think, is decent. Minimus Containment is probably the pick, though, right? Plate Armor, it is quite good. It actually likes it better than Minimus Containment, so we have to think about which one works best in the... I only have one other equipment, right? I have some artifacts, but those don't count. Alright, I'll take Minimus Containment. Moonblessed Cleric or another Dawnbringer Cleric? Do I have any enchantments? One. Oh, Minimus Containment. Okay, that's good enough. Plus I like 3-drops. Priest of Ancient Lore is great. Don't really want Bull's Strength. Herbalist is okay. Don't really want 50 feet of rope, I think. I mean, it would be a nice way to, like, grind out by exploring a dungeon if the board state gets stalled, I guess. Realistically, am I going to run a 3rd scaled herbalist? I don't think that's a very good idea. So I'll take the rope to remain flexible. Divine Smite. Okay, Celestial Unicorn came back. Something that cares about life gain in exchange for all the life gain we've been taking. I mean, I don't know. All of it? You know, we have a couple Dawnbringer Clerics. And the Paladin. And the Priest of Ancient Lore. Yeah, it's great. Oh yeah, and the Adult Gold Dragon. Don't really want any of this. I'll sideboard a Ranger's Hawk, probably. I don't think I want the Dryad. Yuan-Ti Malison. 2 mana, 2/1. Kind of fun. I don't think we want it. Another blue card. A Rust Monster. Choose your weapon. I think this is pretty good. Well, it's okay. Potion of Healing. Have I wound up with any of the combos for that? Not really, right? I mean, it draws life. It draws a card and it gains life. It's not horrible. Maybe I should just take it, but I think the Steadfast Paladin is probably better. Where are you? Hill Giant, 6 mana, 7/6, gain life. Kind of fun. We are green. We've taken a couple of, like, ramp cards, but we don't have any draw. Well, okay, we have this. But this doesn't actually increase your hand size, right? It doesn't seem like that likely that we're actually going to get up to having a bunch of mana. But I think it's, a playable card, right? Herd Gorger. Yeah, it's pretty good. Now let's choose your weapon. Of course. Okay. I'm just going to take this as, like, it's got life gain. It's a big creature. Sure. Dragon's Disciple. We do own 1 dragon. I don't think that's enough for this. You happen on a Glade. 3 mana. Okay. Yeah, this could be playable. Help me get my mountain or something. Spoils of the Hunt is probably better. Although, like, drawing 2 lands is not nothing, right? If we're going to try to play stuff like the Hill Gorge. Alright, time to start looking at this deck and what are we cutting? Nothing. It's all amazing. Alright. Probably I should cut some of these 1-cost cards, though. Or maybe a Scaled Herbalist. How good is that, by the way? It's awful. That's actually a surprise to me. Like, it's a 2-mana 1/3? Is that really such a bad stat line? I know the ability is, like, not going to do anything a lot of the time, but I didn't know 2-mana 1/3 was just, like, unplayably bad. Alright, I'll cut these. Fine. Well, that frees me up to take some more cards. And suddenly I need more 2-drops. But I don't want this one. It's also pretty dreadful. So you happen on Glade or Spoils of the Hunt, and I'm sure, like... Yeah, Glade is not rated that great. And Spoils, if I could spell correctly, we already know is pretty good. So fine. I know, like, I can ignore those recommendations if I want, but I don't think you happen on a Glade. Like, if I really wanted it just for the ability to draw mountains, I could just run more mountains. Wish. Huh. Cute. Yeah, because there's a spell in Dungeons & Dragons called Wish, of course. And you can kind of make up whatever effect you want for it. And in Magic, there's long been called Wish effects, which is to, like, pull something out of your sideboard. I wonder if those two were connected before, or if this is the card that, like, ties them together. I'll probably just run another Steadfast Paladin. We like 2-drops. We like lifelink. The Devoted Paladin, it's not that great. Yeah. Give me the Steadfast Paladin. We could have tried, like, Burning Hands and run more red, but I really would rather just splash this unless I find a very compelling reason to run even more. Don't want Barbarian at all. I do want Dawnbringer Cleric. Iron Golem. Paladin's Shield? Nah. Owlbear is totally fine. I love the Moonblast Cleric. Love the Owlbear. My curve like. Do I still just have the 1 enchantment? I do. Two Moonblast Clerics might be a bit much. I think we can cut the Leather Armor. What do I have that deals with flyers right now? Is it really just the 1 plummet and my own single flyer? I think it is. So I'm not inclined to get rid of the flyer. Well, okay. Divine Smite can kill black flyers. So 50 Feet of Rope and Bag of Holding both fill kind of the same role as cheap stuff you can play early that in the late game grind you out some kind of value if the board state is static. Whereas Portable Hole is kind of like just removal for opponent's cheap creatures so that you can stabilize, sort of. Oh, the Spoils of the Hunt can also kill flyers. That's true. Maybe with that, I could get rid of Plummet. and put in like another Owlbear or another Moon-Blessed Cleric. I think I'll take the Owlbear. It like always draws a card and is always a decent creature. Whereas this never draws a card, but can top deck a decent card, and it's like an okay creature, but I don't really want drops. Oh, that played the bird noise and the beast noise, because it's an owl bear. Interesting. 50 feet of rope, we don't need another. Eltergard Ranger? Oh, this is the 5 mana 4/1 that's also a 2/2. I mean, having a big reach thing is kind of interesting. They don't usually put stat lines like this on reach. Reach creatures are usually defensive, of course. This one has to sack itself to kill something, but... No, or we can just take another Hill Giant. If we want to make the deck a bit heavier. I think that's probably the best pick here. Get rid of, like, 50 feet of rope, maybe? And just count on drawing large creatures to be why we win in the late game, rather than, like, venturing into the dungeon for no good reason. I mean, it does have tie-up, right? But that's 3 mana. If you're spending 3 mana a turn to keep opponent from attacking you, you're not really stabilizing very well. I believe Direwolf Prowler is like... Oh, this isn't the card I thought it was. I thought it was that one that costs GG. It is a 3/3. I mean, this doesn't seem that great. Spiked Pit Trap is some removal. I guess another Divine Smite is okay. I don't really want to cut anything for it. This stuff is all boring. I don't want to Mimic. It is treasure for the dragon, but we can just run like 2 mountains and it'll be fine. Can I run 1? Do I have any other like mana sources that could let me get it out some other way? No, right? I don't have any treasure at all. No. All right, so 2 mountains though means that, like, okay, if you run 1 mountain, it's basically a coin flip whether you draw the mountain or the dragon first. And therefore, like, half the time you draw this, you'll be able to play it. And half the time you won't. Now, that ignores the fact that you have to have 5 mana. So actually, it's a bit more, because sometimes you'll have both of them by the time you have 5 mana. It's a bit better than half. But with, like, 2, you hit it a lot of the time. I don't know. I could run the Mimic, but... I don't think it really fits with the game plan at all. Cut 1 Dawnbringer Cleric. How much do I have that cares about life gain? You care a lot. And you care a lot. And that's it. And I have a lot of life gain activators and very few cards that care about life gain. So maybe I could cut 1 Dawnbringer Cleric to run a Mimic, just to make it a little bit, like, easier to hit the gold dragon, and it's still, like, playable as a creature. I think that's fine. It's not a very good creature, but it can serve if necessary. And likewise, it's not a very good treasure, but if necessary, we can use it for the dragon. Three mountains is too many. 2 is plenty, I think. And we'll make that extra land a plains. Right, like, let's just look up some advice right now. MTG, limited, splash, how many lands? Like, and I looked this up a little while ago, right? Avoid 773, it says. It says it's a classic, but try to avoid it. Deck B is a 2-color deck with a 9/8. It can generally do things. What the hell? I don't understand this article at all. Okay, let me pause this and I'll pause the video and just read this a bit. Okay, well, I read some stuff, and it basically says that like most decks that are splashing for 1 card should probably run 3 lands of that color. 1 or 2 cards. And if you have like 3 cards, you should consider adding a 4th land of that color. And of course, you only want to splash big cards, not small cards. I know that. I don't know. I think like I'm probably not supposed to splash here, but I can't help myself. I'm gonna do it. And I think I'll just run 2 as well, which it's like not great, but if I cut down any more forests or plains, it gets really hard to like cast things like this on curve, and especially if I have Trellisara on turn 2, I really want to be able to play it. And even with this mana base, it's not like a guarantee, but it should usually work. And if I cut more forests, which looks affordable because I don't have a ton of early green plays, it starts to get hard to guarantee that I can get 2 forests by turn 5. So I don't know. I think we're just going to run with this, and if we occasionally have trouble casting the Adult Gold Dragon, I guess that's life. What? Oh, this is not... This card isn't even in the deck. Come on, he can't be the art. We'll be an Owlbear deck. How about that? Or no, I want to be... We're a Trellisara deck, right? If things go well. If we can hit Trellisara on 2, we have enough life gain to do a lot of good stuff. Of course, if they can just kill it, then, sad. There's Trellisara on 2. And some lifelink stuff. Yeah, this is great. Although, do I play the Paladin first so that I can have the lifelink ready for Trellisara? I think so, right? Especially now that I've drawn this as, like, another... Well, actually, yeah, we'll play green first. I don't think it's super... The opponent's black, by the way. These things both love you to gain life. And, oh, opponent is not going to play a creature, so I can just, like... attack. This game is fantastic already. We're in great shape. We just kill whatever they play with Spoils of the Hunt and keep gaining more tokens. By the way, I do have enough forests, but only just. The opponent is also green. What does black-green do in this deck? In this format? Gold... Oh, this is the wrong article. Gold... Gari... Mid-range. Says, okay. Well, I don't even need to kill their thing right now, huh? I can just play Trelasa and attack with all? You block and then sack? Is that the idea? So I don't gain life? Cute. Cool card, but at the moment, I think I should just kill their thing, right? Spoils of the Hunt. Yes, this works, and they're tapped out, so they can't, like, surprise buff it. Seems good. Yep, I'll still keep it. I That should be the end of the game. Bringing back the troll is not going to do it. They could afford. Even if it returned to the battlefield tapped, that would obviously be useless. Okay. Several creatures, which may look like it lets you live, but I have more spoils of the hunt. Oh, this enters tapped anyway. Okay. Well, that game went very smoothly. Opponent just didn't do anything, and I drew all the stuff I could possibly have wanted. Except for the gold dragon on 5 would have been kind of nice. Okay, did we get a real player? Paperclip Maximizer. Oh no, a rogue AI. Okay. I mean, I have the Mimic. Not exactly what I want, but it's something I can play on too. And I have only green lands, but only green creatures, so, like, not horrible. I also don't have anything to do on 3 aside from activate the Mimic. I'm not looking forward to. Oh, unluckily, he will be taking some damage. But they get to kill my favorite card, which is... I don't know what that is. Troubadour, maybe? Owlbear? I don't think you should pick that one. Removal? That would be reasonable also. Mimic would be kind of a shock. I think I would pick the Troubadour. Okay. Owlbear. Fine. I know showing them I have the planes is kind of lame, but... Oh, opponent has no lands and no spells. Why? Oh, I could use treasure for this, couldn't I? I don't want to do that. I just want to play this. And then next turn I'll use the Troubadour to gain... Or, no, this is the Bard. It's not the Troubadour, it's a Bard. What am I thinking? Gain life to give me less of a buff on the Unicorn, but it will be a permanent buff. My opponent is having a terrible day. We could maybe just run out the Herd Gorger on turn 5 with the Mimic to capitalize on their weakness. Okay, the Troubadour might be better. This is a 1/4, which is pretty cool, I guess. I think we'll just venture into the dungeon and maybe go to the tomb. Since I seem to be the aggressive deck here. I don't know. I should probably just go to the mines, right? Or make this thing? Like, is that good? Saying I don't need the treasure anymore? I think so. Getting this out, I don't know, getting it out 1 turn earlier is not that big a deal. Let's just attack with everything. Oh, actually, let's just kill that thing. What am I thinking? Why is it tapping like that? Oh, because... No, I don't want to do that. Now, why does this keep lighting up? It wasn't. Okay. It was lighting up because I could have played it instead of playing this spell. Alright. Oh, I could have attacked with this. I thought it would... Okay, I mean, that's pretty stupid. I just, like, was confused about what I had the mana to play. Wait. There's my mountain. Once again, opponent like just doesn't really have whatever it is they're looking for. We're just gonna win in a minute. Oh, you get to kill my thing? I missed that. Alright, but I still have giant stuff. I think it was still an okay attack. Owlbear is good, and if we draw a land, we can activate this as well. But I think I just want to activate this and then also play the Troubadour, basically. Some trick. Hey, I don't care about that at all. You're dead. Alright. Well, got pretty lucky these two games. This game, opponent just like completely whiffed on their whole deck. In game one, I remember my deck did amazing stuff. So that was lucky. I don't remember if their deck was especially unlucky or not. I missed 3 damage this game, which was a bit embarrassing. Okay. I mean, I only have 2 lands, but I have like my killer 2-drop and an activator for it. No kills, please. No, no portable hole. Red-white. I like this art. Sure, so we just play this. We get to scry for something. That's not what I'm looking for. I want more lands, not a 6-drop. You know, I wouldn't object to a 3-drop maybe, but I need land. Okay. I don't know. I guess that's pretty sad. But what am I supposed to do? Not attack with that thing? To like, I think that's crazy. Alright, well, I guess I'm in bad shape. But okay, I do have 3 owlbears. So all I need is a land. And back in business? I don't know. This thing threatens to get out of control, even though it is a bit weird to see in red-white. What are you gonna do? Play another one? No, play mace. Still pretty bad. Alright, owlbear time. Good. So we're not dead. And this is an instant, so I can like... Even if they like put the mace on this, I can like 2-for-1 myself by blocking and also using Spoils of the Hunt. What the hell are you? 4 mana. Wow, equip stuff for free. I double block, I guess. And just play another owlbear? Wow. Ooh. Or this. Start getting in some actual damage. I'm glad they let me kill the unicorn. It could have easily gotten beyond reach. Oh, that one, huh? Okay. Well, now I can Spoils of the Hunt the 5/3. Or I can just play an owlbear and attack, I guess. Let's do that. Keep gaining life. Threaten to block the 5/3 or whatever doesn't have the mace, basically. No blocks. I think this game's going fine. That's my opinion. This game. They're losing more life than I am, thanks to this dragon. You gonna move the mace, or put it on the lifelink guy? Sure. Makes sense. Oh my god, this is so gross. I can just play Spoils of the Hunt twice. Gain a zillion life. They have some reaction? Gonna buff it or something? No. Or kill my thing? That would be maybe the worst outcome imaginable. You're not gonna block a trample creature, surely. Oh, you have some kill spell, okay. Ah, but it didn't work until combat, so it's a good thing I removed their things first. Okay, they still have a mace. They're still sort of a force to be reckoned with. No! That's disgusting! Says the man whose deck is nothing but owlbears, I guess, but... Wow. Okay, what do we do about that? I could play an owlbear and the mimic, I guess? This mace is it's just, I hate it. And the fact that they're managing to equip it without having to spend any mana is pretty painful also. I can double block here. It's pretty sad because... Why is this a 5/5? It should just have 2/2/2. It should be a 3/5. Each creature you control gets +2/+0 for each equipment attached. Right. I'm trading a 4/4 for a 1/1 if I do this, and then they just equip something else. Okay, hit me, I guess. But then they just move the mace, right? Onto this! Oh! This is horrible. It's... What the fuck? I can't win this. I don't think the tomb is gonna cut it. I don't think the Dungeon of the Mad Mage is great. I mean, the tomb, like, I could try to do enough life damage to them, but it's really, like, not that much. Five damage max, and I don't see a way to get in over the top of that. Okay, give me... I don't know what I'm scrying for. Minmus containment on the mace? That's kind of a funny idea. Because their whole thing is like this one equipment card and a bunch of creatures that really care about it. No blocks. Glad they're only attacking for 5. Ugh. Making that creature into like a 5/3 is really, 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 really bad for me. But I can just chump a goblin into the 10 damage now? They're not even gonna do it. Gonna keep swinging for 5. Okay. I could sack the Mimic here to block 5. I think I'll have more chances to do that in the future, and possibly better. So I'll just use the 1/1 then? I'm not using him for much, right? This do it. It becomes a treasure artifact. Yeah, so it won't be able to be equipped anymore, I think. Pretty sure that's how it works. Okay. I'm still not in great shape. They have more creatures than I do. But suddenly none of their creatures are really that amazing. I wonder, maybe I should have attacked with the Mimic there. I don't have any good, I don't know, the 3/1 blocks. Alright, now I just need to start drawing my big stuff for this. Yeah, what if I attack with the Mimic? Is that any good? They can block with the 3/1 if they want. Or like the 2/1 and the 1/3, and then I'm trading a 3/3 for a 2/1. Doesn't seem that great. Attacking with an Owlbear, does that do anything? No? I don't think that's very good. Okay. So they're looking for their next piece of equipment to ruin my life with. There it is. Creature or planeswalker. Okay, resolve. If you attack with it, I'll block with these two, I guess. You get to go into the dungeon, which I don't know. I mean, I could exile, or I could flicker their thing, but they would just put the Delver's Torch on something else. Not much point. The Mad Mage, wow, long game plan. Okay. How big a problem is this guy? If I could get rid of him, this would be a 2/4. And then these creatures would both live. But I would just basically be trading Divine Smite for the Mimic, which doesn't seem like a great... I'd like to get rid of him permanently, and then their equipment would not be such a huge... What do I have in my deck that does that? I've already used both Spoils of the Hunt. Not sure. Put a counter on something, presumably, right? My 3/2? That it can trade here? I don't think making a 5/5 is that great. Because this is +3/+1, basically. And any of their equipment, like... A 5/5 loses to anything anyway. So I think, yeah, give me a counter on my 3/2. I know now I just have a bunch of stuff with 4 power, which is not very diversified. Ugh, this is horrible. So I could make it a 2/2 double strike by flickering this guy. But if I do, the best that can happen is I guess I trade my 4/3. That's not so bad. Or they flicker it, which is, they flicker their thing in response. In which case, I don't know. What have I accomplished? I've saved 8 life. That seems pretty good. You probably should... Yeah, phasing out seems alright. You could have done first strike damage first to do 2 damage to my thing. I don't think it matters. Depends what's in their hand, of course. Oh, the point of this Blink Dog, I'm now realizing, is to do first strike damage. Well, no. It works well if I double block them, right? Because I can, like, double block, say, and then, like, with these two. And then they can kill one thing. Oh my god, it's another mace. I missed that. Oh, no, it's the same mace. They destroyed the enchantment that was making it not a mace anymore. I see. Well, we're just gonna have to start chumping creatures. What did you do? Oh, this can't attack? Sure. Anyway, if this had been still like a 4-4 or something, or 4-2 or whatever it was, then in principle I could double block it. They would kill something on first strike, and then my other thing would kill it. But what they could do is attack, go to first strike damage, kill one creature, and then flicker out so that I don't get to attack back. We're pretty dead. Too much equipment value. This is a great card to draw, but it doesn't do anything. Problem. This is the weirdest Boros deck, right? Like, Boros is supposed to be pretty aggressive, and I know they care about equipment, but I didn't think they would want to run large cards. None of it is that big, I guess. They topped out at 4. Yeah, okay, I guess this is an aggro deck that kind of goes into the mid-range pretty well as well. Just kill me. Put me out of my misery. Swing with everything. They shouldn't do that. I think I could probably survive and maybe counterattack. I don't know what's in my deck that can win. I assume it's nothing, but it might not be, so I'm still here. Also, why is the mace still here? Why not? I don't know. I guess because you figured I was going to block with this thing. It was threatening lethal anyway. Sure. I can't believe they had a second of these. I actually managed to kill one, and they're like, oh, I have another. Okay. Guess I'll just gain some life. I wish I could just go, like, look at my deck. I know you can, like, install Arena Tutor or one of the other various deck trackers. I had that last time I was playing Magic, but I've since, like, reinstalled stuff and I don't have it. And I tried to install it and it, like, I couldn't figure out how to download it. Their website was just like, want to download it? And I was like, yes. And they're like, alright, good to hear. But they didn't let me actually download it. Ah. They actually finished exploring the dungeon, huh? No. Oh, this is a great value card. What did they exile? I missed. Or what did they play? Planar Ally and Dungeon Map. Okay, I tell you what, I'm out of here. We'll see if we can kill this thing on the way out. Have fun. I don't know. Even, I feel like if they hadn't had this, I might have been able to kill them before they could get this great equipment value. Like, right now, if I removed this thing, I would be toast still. I'm a little surprised you ordered like that. I thought you might, like, just kill one and then flicker your thing, but sure. Alright, we did manage to kill it. So that's something. Yeah, alright. There's my land. I'm out of here. But I feel like there was some point in the game where if I had just, like, been able... if this thing had just disappeared without me having to spend any resources, I would have, like, won. Which is obviously not a surprise. If you can, like... If the game is at all close and you just, like, make one of the opponent's 5/3s just disappear, you should be winning. But I don't know. I feel like that creature... The fact that there were 2 of them... Like... They made the equipment way, way better, and I just could never deal with any of their creatures. I have only white here, but also my early game plays are all white, so I'll keep it, I guess, and hope to draw a land eventually. Oh. That I could play that right now, because it's not a removal spell, it's an artifact with a removal effect. But obviously I don't want to do that. This is not a great draw. We could easily lose this game due to just like not having the right colors. Really? Red? Well, that's what happened. This is the game where I'm being punished for splashing red, right? Is like if I hadn't been splashing red, this would have been maybe a forest or something. Although who knows? Maybe I'll still draw a forest by the time I need it. I don't think I want to. Oh, I should just get rid of this, right? It's not an amazing creature, but it's something to do with my card and a way to start gaining life. Like I didn't want to attack with it because then they could attack me and gain treasure, but I didn't want to not attack either. These tools they would have loved to have, by the way, for this. Gross. Would love to have the Bard right now. Or the Adult Gold Dragon. All will be forgiven if I draw the Adult Gold Dragon. Although, like, they're blue-black. They might just counter me. I don't know. I mean, I guess all is forgiven. I did specifically ask for that card and then get it. But you really are making me, like... I mean... Nothing but planes is being shoved down my throat, aside from this one Adult Gold Dragon, and it needs to be enough to win. I think you should attack with the Monk. No, that would let me... Yeah, you should attack with the Monk, right? And tap this thing out? I'm not sure what this is about. Then Monk would be tapped, but this would be untapped. Oh, you just let me life... No, it wouldn't... Life gain? I don't know. Kill the dragon now? Or oh, you can tap it. Right. You don't have to do it while attacking. I see. Okay. Well, that's cool. I probably shouldn't have played the 6th Plains. Might be useful if I draw like Bag of Holding or something. Which I believe I do still have. Block? I don't really have any life gain plans. Yeah, let's just get rid of this thing. It's not doing a ton, but it is stopping me from attacking with my 2/2. Combat trick? Okay, sure. Not a huge shock, but I didn't want to just let them keep hitting me, basically. This thing needs 2 greens. Disgusting. I'm going to lose this game. There's the Bag of Holding, by the way. Reason I shouldn't have played that Plains. Oh, they forgot to tap this. Oh, it costs mana. I see. Now, obviously, they have life gain of their own, which I would like to stop having happen. What the hell is this? Some sick joke? Obviously get rid of one of the double green cards, which... I think by the time I have double green, I'll probably want to play this rather than the Owlbear. Probably. And like I have so much mana, I can just pick these cards back up whenever I want, so I don't think it super matters. But it would have been better if I could just discard a land. Ah, my bag of holding! No. Wait, this only hits enchantments. They maybe should have given their stuff menace? I don't know. How much mana do I have out here? 6, 8, 9 with this? I could easily have 10 mana by the time... I don't know, it doesn't really matter, right? I'll be picking the owlbears back up anyway when I'm ready to cast anything with double colored. But this costs 4. Okay, maybe I'll hang on to this. Sure. Well, yeah, because I don't know, it doesn't matter. I think. Oh, they're letting me attack again. They tapped their white. Oh, I should have given this thing... Ugh, +2/+2. I forgot that it matters. I could have done 2 more damage. That would have been really nice. I would also have like 1 less life, but that's clearly not a huge concern compared to them taking damage. Yeah, not a surprise here. They have some trick, but I need to like do some things, right? There's another green. This is why I should have kept the owl. No, it doesn't matter. I'm drawing the owlbear anyway. Well, I guess I could play this. And actually draw again? Before I... yeah. So, no attacks. But now I have a 7/6, which does okay on the board. I should have done this first, okay. So we're gonna pick this back up now. Okay, you can't tap the thing, but you don't care that much anymore. The 7/6 has to be reserved to blocking 5/5s. What? And I'm okay chumping this away to a 6/5, I think. I think it was a huge blunder attacking with that. I think they just forgot I had a big blocker or thought their thing was big enough. I don't know. Alright, crack it open. What's in the bag? 2 owlbears! We knew that, of course, but on the game show you have to pretend. Feign ignorance. Feign excitement. There's all my green. Oh no. Delver's Tools can go on the 2/2 and it'll be a 3/3 and still unblockable. This is horrible. Yep, that's a good tap. Of course, now I'm drawing nothing but forests. Very funny. I don't really have any meaningful attacks. Attacking with the 7/6 accomplishes very little. Well, It makes them trade with the 6/5, I guess. Or they could just take 7 damage and not be too worried. Yeah. I think they would take 7 damage and then attack with the 6/5, and I would actually be under more pressure. Wizard class. Okay, draw 2 cards, sure. Pretty cool card. And a really nice top level effect as well. I should be getting crushed now. The Thieves' Tools on the Paladin have just like been so horrible. Okay. Oh, it's only destroying an enchantment. Can't destroy an artifact, so I couldn't get rid of the Thieves' Tools, which honestly be a big help. But I can at least get rid of the Wizard class. Or, no, that's equipment. Yeah, that makes sense. Well, does it? I guess it was free, sure, why not? If you attack with the 6/5, I'll block with an Owlbear and the Cleric, and I don't think you want that, so tapping this doesn't super matter. 2/2 Death Touch, that's pretty horrible for me, actually. I didn't even notice 2 of these guys. Oh, you're gonna keep it tied up? Of course you have... No? I thought you would keep this tied up forever. That'd be kind of fun. But you want to explore the dungeon. Sure. Alright, I mean, there's nothing I can... That monk? I don't know. I mean, like, they won with, like, 3 cards that I all did not think were that great. Right? The Paladin's not amazing. These tools I've demeaned, derided. And this half-elf monk? I had been thinking of this as an aggressive card, but because you can like attack and then tap. But it's actually, you know, mostly, I think. It's just like, as long as you're willing to spend 2 mana every turn, and keep one of the creatures out of commission permanently. So very bad removal in the sense that it costs 4 mana once and then 2 mana every turn. But it does just like stop the creature from ever attacking, and that was enough to beat me. This is fine. I don't have any white, but I have Mimic on 2, and if I have to, I can spend the treasure for a Paladin at some point. I'd rather just use the Mimic as a creature. I'd also rather just draw some white and then not have these problems. I guess we just sit on this? I don't think I should crack open the treasure for a Priest of Ancient Lore. This thing is a nightmare, but I don't think I should Portable Hole it either? I don't know. Okay, there's my white mana. Good. I'll play the priest rather than portable holding them or something. I could spend the Mimic to get this out one turn sooner. I don't think that's so important. I'd rather use it to get like one of my 6-drops out next turn. And I guess that's what I'll do. Do I attack here? Yes. Really? Some combat trick, or... No. I'm kind of amazed. That creature I thought might have, like, some pretty good value. Anyway, I just want to get down 2 giant beaters and start trying to kill them. Okay, well, we dealt with one removal spell by just letting them use it. I'm still happy that I used the Mimic there. I don't know. I could have played this and then blocked with the Mimic. I just want more big creatures. Ah, that's why they were willing to trade. They had another one. Can't have 2 of these because they're legendary. What are these decks I'm running up against that have double legendaries? What are they saving the treasure for? I could exile the 3/3 or the 1/2, or not exile, but get rid of. I guess if I get rid of the 3, I need to get rid of this 1/2 before they can use some treasure. It sucks, but there you go, get slurped up. No attacks. Oh, this is portable hole. I was thinking it was min-miss containment. Okay, whatever. This is better. It did get slurped up. Min-miss containment is the unconditional one, so I want to use that on something else. Only works on enchantments. Oh no. Am I dead? No. Okay. A lot of damage, though. Okay. I can't believe it would tap white looking at my hand. This way, if I draw a land, I can play something. I'm like extremely endangered though. Oh my, a little bit too late. I don't think I can live next turn. I don't have enough blockers, right? Yeah. So here and here is the best. Oh, this I guess. And they're still getting in for 3, 7, 8, 12. Nothing I can do. If I had a paladin, I could have technically lived by blocking the 4/3 to prevent 4 damage and gain 2 life. What exactly went wrong in this game? Was it like not having white? Kind of. Yeah, if I had been able to play these paladins in time, I think I would have been fine. I'd been able to play them earlier and Yeah, my mana base just like wasn't right for this. Okay, well, punished for running the dragon. Did he win me any games, by the way? I feel like he didn't. There were 2 games where it looked like he might, and then I lost them. The equipment guy, and then the guy we just lost to a minute ago just kept it tapped permanently. I had this against the equipment guy, didn't I? I forget what happened to it. They killed it somehow. Oh well. So, was that 3 and 3 or 2 and 3? I've lost track. Only 2 and 3. I thought this was a good deck. It did good stuff sometimes. And in fairness, I never did have trouble playing Adult Gold Dragon, even with only 2 mountains. The times that I drew him, I was able to play him. I don't know. A lot of these cards just, like, didn't really get insane value. The spoils of the hunt were amazing every time, even though, like, the games when I played them, I often lost. Portable Hole was pretty good at what it did. But Divine Smite was horrible. Never did anything. This was a great card when I was able to, like, use it, but I only got to play it once or twice, and the opponent quickly removed it in... Well, I don't know. In one case, it was one of the many creatures I was beating my opponent to death with. And in the other case, the opponent just, like, quickly removed it, and it was no problem. Cost them their removal, of course. I don't know. I needed a couple more life gain synergies, and also, like, not to have land problems. I guess that's what I get for running the Gold Dragon, who didn't win me any games. I still think he was a good play, but I don't know. I'm a bad player, so what do I know? Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.